a solar system of sweetness, with its moons reminiscent of minty musk. Good tidings. Welcome from over yonder. We've decided to take another stop to the scent space of the Lattafa Pride line. For today, we have Art of Universe from that collection, and this made landfall initially around 2025, and a potential inspiration of Blue Talisman with just a few slight tweaks along the way. Now, I initially picked this up around 6 or 7 months ago, and I want to say I picked it up for like $40-ish. Let's take a quick peek at our bottle here. Another simple yet uniquely designed bottle by the Pride collection. Something a little eye-catchy, which I like. Not over the top, but it gets the point across of what it's trying to be. The solar system, the universe, the planets, the stars, and etc. Nice, nothing too much, nothing too little. The one thing I don't like about this is there's no batch number on the bottle here, which is unfortunate. And since I had bought this quite a while ago, I am not quite sure where I put the packaging, or even if I still have it, so apologies for that. We'll take a peek at the cap, but as we know from this collection, they're more or less all the same. And this is no different. Nothing too wild, nothing too rowdy, nothing too crazy, just a simple little cap. Now the notes to expect in this bottle are the following: mandarin, bergamot, mint, and ginger for your top notes. Our middle notes are pear and orange blossom. And for the base notes, we have musk, amber, and cedar. Now, as usual, we'll do one spray for the sky, and of course one for the skin. Saw a little spray right there, and one for the skin. And we'll let that sit for just a moment. And we are back. The one thing I will mention specifically with bergamot is it's always been a very loud, yet very quick to fade smell to me. It seems to do its job quite well in the beginning, and it just gets out of the way for everything else to kind of wake up and say hello afterwards. Speaking of waking up and saying hello, the thing with Art of Universe, it is a very sweet fruit scent with some musk lying in the back end that then carries it throughout its life. But at the same time, the sweet doesn't go away. And the sweet for me is pear. It's just a sweet pear scent. If my nose is right next to my skin, I smell a little bit of mandarin, but that's pretty much it. Throughout the entire life cycle of this fragrance, it is sweet pear with musk. As to when I think you should wear this, I'm usually one to stay clear of sweet smells throughout the whole year, especially with those hotter days, but I have tested this out in pretty warm days, as well as cold days, and overall, the experience was more or less the same. It's just a strong, sweet musk scent that'll carry itself from morning to shine to night to sky. What I mean by that is throw it on whenever you want, and it should be okay. As to where I would wear this, you can get away with this in most places, in my opinion. I will say it is strong. 1 or 2 sprays of this, and you're waking up the whole room. So keep that in mind. The old adage of a fragrance should be discovered and not announced, I think that is especially true with something like Art of Universe. Due to the nature of its strength, 1 or 2 sprays, and that'll be more than enough to get the point across of what you're wearing. With all that being said, I think that this is a solid 4.25 out of 5 little clouds. For the price, I believe it's around $30 to $35. I have not had the luxury of trying Blue Talisman yet, which I'll probably pick up some decants in the future and do a little comparison of the inspirations I have to the originals. But for now, for what it is on its standalone, not too shabby, but at the same time, if you're not into a sweet pear musk scent, might be a little too much for you. I've heard others mention of sweeter scents usually are more for like the younger crowds. If that's your belief, then I would say, yeah, this is more than a young crowd fragrance. For performance, it just lasts forever and ever in whole eternity. And as the universe is ever expanding and growing, so is the longevity of this scent. It just goes and goes and goes. And on the note of performance, we're going to pivot into that projection conversation. Same thing. It is a relatively large cloud cape. It's very enveloping, so keep that in mind. Once again, only a few sprays goes very far with this. Overall, if you don't mind a syrupy pear with musk undertones to keep it balanced together for less than $40 and that you can potentially wear throughout the year, I'd say give it a go. If it doesn't sound like your jazz, then I wouldn't go down that road to jam. Feel free to like and subscribe. I never mind it, and I always do appreciate it, and I always do appreciate you. Anyhow, anywho, and anyway, I think that'll do it for us today. I appreciate you stopping on by as always, and I do hope to see you again real soon. Goodbye for now.